taking care of yourself is treating yourself.
Yes.
And that's really
Yes.
important.
Yes,
and that's
yes,
something that I've been like really hyper focused on lately.
Hello,
Welcome
or welcome back,
to the Womanly Podcast,
where we embrace womanhood in its entirety.
From the hard and awkward conversations
to the silly and embarrassing moments.
An effort to reclaim and redefine what it means to be womanly in this crazy, wacky world. I'm Delana, the neutral one.
I'm Katie, the morbid one.
And I'm Madeline, the other one. And we're so excited that you've joined us today because there's room for you at our table.
So, grab your favorite drink and let's have a conversation.
Happy Saturday.
Thanks. It's like, oh, this is a nice way to start your Saturday.
Well, and then you can like feel better about drinking coffee instead of drinking coffee at like 6:30 at night on a Monday.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true.
Just when we normally do this. So.
Yeah. Yep.
Speaking of which, what are we drinking?
I am drinking an iced coffee from Starbucks with my own creamer in it so that it's my diet friendly.
Diet friendly. I'm repeating from the last time I have a iced coffee with cream and hazelnut.
Love hazelnut.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You said the exact same thing last time.
Oh, did
Yeah.
I? I do. It's true.
It's a good one.
I have a few more sips left of my iced vanilla chai.
What you're going to need to do is start buying 2 of them, and one you can drink pre-show and the other you drink
Yes.
during this show.
Or just get a large.
This is the only size they have.
Oh, dang.
I know.
What mood are you guys in today? And what brought you there?
I'm in a good mood.
In a good mood?
I'm in a good mood. Yeah, I'm a little bit sleepy, but I'm in a good mood.
Mm-hmm.
Chord's in town this weekend, which is really fun. We're going to go see Waitress tonight, which is a Broadway show. Yeah.
I've seen it. It's so good.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay, so I freaking love Sarah Bareilles.
Me too.
Yeah, she's like one of my
didn't know
absolute
that.
favorites. So I like the Carrie Russell movie too. Have you seen the Carrie Russell movie?
Of Waitress?
Waitress?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep. Sam and I
So-
both really like that movie.
It's so fun. I'm excited to see the show tonight. But and then also another fun thing is I'm moving offices in a week.
Mhm.
So I've always had my own office until I moved into this job, and now I have like my own space, and it's a decent sized space, but I don't have like my own door or anything, and I'm right by the kitchen. So now I get to move to my very own office where I have a door and windows that look out over a park, and
oh my god.
yeah, so like in a
That's
week I
fun.
get to make that move, and I'm really excited about that. So
That's gonna be so nice.
yeah, so good moods.
What about you?
I'm in a
Katie?
good mood today.
Good.
I don't really know what got me here, but I'm happy to be here.
Yay. That makes me so happy.
Yeah. What about you?
I am also in a good mood, also a little bit tired.
I think this
Yeah.
is the first time in like forever that all 3 of us are kind of in the same spot
Yeah.
mentally.
It
and
is.
all of that. It's nice.
That is nice.
Good for us. We've synced up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Finally. After
Finally.
spending enough time together.
Yeah.
Had to get
Now
on
we
the
just
same-
need to like prolong the goodness.
Yes. We will see. Well, today we are talking about the things that I think it's really cool that we're all like in a really good mood
Mhm.
because we're talking about the things that, help us to treat ourselves, treat yourself. and the things that just like make us feel good about ourselves and give us a little pep in our step, make us feel confident, like whatever it is. And so we just want to share the things that we like to spend our time in. I'm really excited to see how different ours are.
Yeah. It's going to be kind of an indulgent episode. a little
Yes,
bit.
I think that some of them we'll probably have some crossover.
Oh, I'm sure.
But yeah, so if you ever need any ideas on how to treat yourself, this is a good episode for that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy.
Okay, I don't know if this is bad, but the first thing that came to my mind and that I wrote down was ignoring people.
Yeah. That's actually a good one though, because sometimes you just need to shut the world off for a
Yes.
little bit to really enjoy kind of some time with yourself.
Yes, one of my
Yeah.
favorite things to do is put my phone on Do Not Disturb, and Sam and my mom are the only people that can contact me when it's
Yeah.
on Do Not Disturb, and close all my work apps so that whenever they're closed, they don't notify me. and everything. And I'm just like, I'm just going to be in my own world. And it feels like one of the best things that I can do for myself. And I just like, it gives me, it's like sometimes I just need this, like, I need to know that I cannot be accessed right now in order for me to like fully go into relaxation mode. Because you can watch Netflix and even be on TikTok and all that stuff and not really feel like you're relaxing.
Yeah.
Because you're like subconsciously worrying about other things. And then whenever I shut all that down, those worries go away most of the time.
Yeah.
And then I feel like I can actually just relax.
It's like, what does this powerful little airplane button on my phone do?
I've done that too. Yeah. I think I've only done that once or twice because I always want Sam to be able to get a hold of me, you know, but
yeah.
Other than that,
I really enjoy cooking. That's one of my things that I like to do to treat myself, especially on a Saturday, like getting up in the morning and making like a really nice breakfast. Oh, that's so nice. I just really enjoy the process of cooking, and I love trying new recipes and kind of like tweaking them to make them my own. And that's kind of a nice one for me because it's not just something that I'm doing to treat myself. It's something I'm often doing to treat other people as well, which is also something that to me makes me feel good. Yeah. Like right now I cook for my family a lot, but
that's so opposite of what I just said. I'm like, I just want to ignore people, and Madeline's like, I want to cook for everybody.
Well, it just makes me feel good because I just enjoy that. So I recently moved back to my hometown, and I live with my brother, and my family is like 5 minutes down. The rest of my family is like 5 minutes down the road. And we actually own the house next, or my family owns the house next door to where I live. And it's this old like 1890 farmhouse. It's really beautiful and it needs a lot of work, but my dad is regularly there working on it in the evenings. And so now a lot of times whenever my dad's over there working, he gets to come over to our house and I make him dinner. And that sounds like so old world stuff, but I didn't get to spend a lot of time with my dad growing up. And even just since I've been back in the area, I haven't spent a lot of time with him. So it's just fun to get to like that process of it, just to get to spend time with, you know, your family over a meal. It's just really nice. Yeah. So, but I was going to say, all of that in mind, sometimes my treat to myself is not cooking. And sometimes it's, you know, spending a little bit more on a nice meal than I would have just for myself. So when I was living in my apartment, there were some nights that I would like order Cheesecake Factory for myself. And obviously that's not like, you know, just getting like a salad or whatever from somewhere for a quick dinner. It would be like a $20-$30 meal just for myself. Yeah. And it would regularly feed me for like 2 nights, but it was just kind of nice to know that like, this is something that's coming, something to look forward to and enjoy, and you don't really have to put any effort into it. So as much as I enjoy cooking, sometimes it's the opposite that really makes me
really feels like a treat.
Yeah.
What about you, Katie?
How do I treat myself? I'm kind of bad about that.
Really?
Yeah. And I think it's really important right now too, especially living in like community, like with my in-laws. I think it's important to take time for myself and learn how to treat myself better. But I think one thing that I like to do, it's not really a treat yourself thing, but I mean, it could be. I just love to hang out on the porch on the egg swings and drink a sweet tea or drink a chai or drink something and just put on my headphones and just zone out. And it's guilt-free. Like if it's a really nice day, and I just love to go out there. I will be out there for 3 or 4 hours. Oh my gosh. Even kidding.
Love it.
Yeah. Like I'll just be out there and just zone out, and it's nice.
I want an egg swing so bad.
They're so fun.
Yeah.
They're so comfy too.
Yeah, I know.
They're so amazing. Yeah. So ever since we hung those up in the backyard and it's been nice weather, I've just been out there all the time.
So I've been telling Sam ever since we moved into this house, I was like, we need to get patio furniture. Like And all the time I'd be like, oh, I wish we had patio furniture. So I just love to go eat outside, like eat dinner on the porch with just like a candle and stuff. And last night he surprised me with like a little makeshift. We don't have any patio furniture yet, but he got like this box from our garage, and then we had like this sheet of glass that would be like a desktop or something like that.
Yeah.
And he put it on top of the box, and then the 2 chairs that we do have, he just put on either side and a candle in the middle.
Aww.
And I was like,
oh my gosh,
that's cute.
it's
so
like a little makeshift.
Good job, Sam.
Good job.
Makeshift porch situation.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Yeah, I really
What did
liked
y'all
it.
eat?
I ate, it's just something that I eat a lot nowadays, which is I do like, it's like a sandwich without the bread. So it's like a sheet of romaine, some turkey meat, avocado, mustard. I was putting this green goddess sauce on it that I get from Target, but I think I'm having a reaction to it. So I didn't do that last night. I just did spicy mustard instead.
That sounds good.
Really good.
That sounds really good.
And then I had strawberries and blueberries and some olives on the side.
Yum.
Green olives, yeah.
Yeah. Yummy.
Yeah. On the note of, well, my previous note of ignoring people, another thing that kind of goes alongside that is sometimes I feel like I need a ton of alone time, and so I'll feel like I need that, but I won't let myself have it because I'm like, I basically tell myself like, you shouldn't need that much alone time, like you're fine, you know. But so one of the things that I do to treat myself is that I will just let myself have as much alone time as I feel like I need and just not judge myself for it.
Yeah.
Not be like, why are you such an introvert? What's wrong with you that you need 2 or 3 days of alone time, you know? And I'm obviously very hard on myself. So that's one of the things that I'll do is I'll just like let myself have as much as I need. And that is one of the best treats that I can give myself.
That's nice.
Yeah,
I like that.
That is nice.
You've got a theme to your treat yourself.
Yeah.
It gets different, but
those more social.
Those were my top 2. Yeah.
I feel that though, like some of the things, sometimes like what I like to do is I load up my dogs and I'll go to a park or something or to a dog park, and I love it when we go to a dog park and it's just us or like maybe one other dog. But I really enjoy that a lot. So it's just standing outside or being outside on a nice day with them and letting them run around and play. And a lot of times I'll take a book with me and just read and let them spend as much time with outdoors, and it's just really nice. So
yeah,
that is
my favorites.
One reason, the primary reason I wish I had a dog was so that I could take it on walks, take it to the dog park, and like go do stuff like that. You can't do that with cats.
Yeah.
Take it to a cat park. It'll just be a bunch of fights. It'll be a freaking bloodbath, you know?
The cat park's like a back alleyway.
It's like the movie Cats.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah. That's
Just-
funny. Could you imagine if there was a cat
chaos.
park that people just brought all their cats on little tiny cat leashes?
Gosh. I wish that it worked that way because that would be the most precious thing ever.
I feel like you'd almost have to have kind of an indoor one that's just covered in like scratch posts and
They can climb the
cat
walls
trees
and
and like little
Yeah.
tunnels and
yeah.
tons of cardboard boxes and all kinds of stuff like that.
one way I love treating myself is getting pedicures, and I
I
don't
have
do it
that written down
often
too.
right now,
Yeah.
but when it happens, it is just the best. The
Yes.
best
Yes.
feeling. It's just like going and getting a pedicure and letting someone just have it out with your feet and legs.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm a facials person.
Ooh, I've never had
Oh,
a
I've
facial.
never had a facial
They're
either.
so relaxing. They're so nice. They're so nice. Y'all have to get facials.
Yes, I need to.
I'm like nervous for anyone to put anything new on my face.
But they know exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I would really enjoy one, actually.
You go into a room and it's like dark and kind of quiet, and usually they have some sort of like aromatherapy going on, and there's usually like some sort of fun lighting, and it's all about atmosphere, which you're so all about. But you go in there and they talk really gently, and they're usually playing spa music.
Yep.
And they're so gentle on your face, and they put like hot towels around you. It's so good. Now I have to get one soon.
I worked at a salon that did facials, and so I would always be so jealous of the people in there because I'd hear the spa music and I would see them come out with the lights low and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this looks so nice, and I'm here working.
Yeah.
You know?
Ford bought me a spa package a year or so ago because of I was going through a lot of crap with work stuff, and it was a facial and a pedicure and like an 80-minute massage or something like that. Full body massage. And when I tell you that the facial was like way more relaxing to me than the massage was, yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
The massage was great and everything, but it was like I carry a lot of tension, so it was kind of painful. I couldn't really relax into that like I kind of wanted to.
Yeah.
But the facial, I could have fallen asleep. It was so nice.
Another way I'm learning how to treat myself right now is taking care of my freaking body.
Yeah.
By going to the chiropractor.
Love it.
It's expensive, like it's not super cheap, but it is so worth it. For one, my headaches are all the way gone. Like that is
That's
a miracle.
amazing.
I never thought that would happen. And so that's incredible. And that happened like the first week after I saw her. I noticed like, oh my gosh, I'm not having headaches like at all. So I'm just saying, and I know y'all know this, taking care of yourself is treating yourself.
Yes.
And that's really
Yes.
important.
Yes,
And that's
yes,
something that I've been like really hyper focused on lately.
I talk about that with my brother a lot. We'll talk about how you don't ever question spending money on something like eating out or going to the movies or something like that. You never question that.
Yeah.
Or buying yourself like a new piece of, like a new thing, like
New
a new book or
clothing.
new clothing or whatever else. You never question that. But whenever it comes down to spending money on your health,
Yeah. It's like,
or like gym,
that's
like having some
expensive.
dumbbells at home or whatever.
Yeah.
You question it. So
yeah, you're like,
we talk
yes,
about that
it's
a lot.
worth it. Yeah, Sam and I's mindset has completely shifted on that over the past couple years as well, because we're now at a place where it's like anything that we can do preventatively, as well as whatever we need to do to solve major issues, like we're just not going to let money get in the way. Like just do it, and money comes and goes no matter where you are in life. And so we just like whatever we need to do to make it happen, if that's what's good for our bodies and mental health and stuff like that, then that's what we do.
Yeah.
And it's like not a question anymore.
Yeah.
But you also don't have to spend money too. So like one of my favorite things to do is chart out, like when I was living at my apartments, I had a 3-mile walk route that I would do with the dog, and I would do it every single day. And I felt so good, and I felt strong, and like my stamina and my ability to breathe and stuff like that completely changed just by introducing that. And that's free. Like the outdoors are free, so you can just go walk. And it took me like an hour of my day or something to go walk 3 miles. I mean, it's just life-changing to be able to get out and do that. And I need to get back to doing that now. So now that I speak that out, maybe I'll get back to it.
Yeah.
And I have a really cute little beach cruiser that's just sitting in the Dixon's shed, and I'm like, why don't I ride my bike? Like, like that would be such
I
a
wanna
nice
ride bikes. We should like go to park and like all ride bikes.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
We'll make it happen. We'll treat ourselves doing that.
So I'll see
and it's got a cup holder.
Oh my gosh,
So
perfect.
I'll like drink my water or like a chai.
Yeah.
Put on my earphones, my headphones.
I love it when people call them earphones.
It's a mixture between earpods and
headphones.
I know, it's so hard.
Yeah.
Earphones. That's fine. We know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You sound
Yeah.
like you're
Matters.
60, but still.
Yeah. Well, who cares?
Yeah. That's what my dad calls them, is earphones.
That's
cute.
another way I treat myself. I use vocabulary words that I don't exist in.
Yeah, right. You just create your own language. It's fine. It's fine.
That's okay.
Yeah, but we should plan a few little bike.
Yeah, and if I still
trailing.
have my bike, then you could just use the other beach cruiser.
Yeah.
Sure.
They're so fun.
Yay. Well, we'll do
Yes.
it sometime. That'll be
Yes. My next one on the list is Starby.
Yeah.
But just coffee in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually like my taste is changing, and I don't really like Starbucks as much as I used
either.
to. I'm really enjoying more local coffee shops.
Yes, definitely treating myself too.
Chai.
Chais. Yes,
At least
I said
once a week.
I said coffee and chai in general.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Yeah.
good.
Yes.
I was whenever I was working in my previous job, I would get paid on Fridays or every other Friday. And I kind of made it a habit on payday to get myself breakfast and a coffee.
Nice.
Mhm.
Because I try to be good about at least having breakfast and coffee at home. Occasionally I'll eat lunch out and stuff. A lot of times I take lunch with me, but I try to be really good about not, spending money on stuff like that.
Yeah.
But on paydays, I kind of like treating myself.
Yeah.
I don't do it so much anymore because now my paycheck's coming on Tuesdays and it just feels different buying
Yeah.
yourself stuff like that on Tuesday versus Friday for some
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
It does.
Fridays are like, oh yes, it's almost the weekend. I just got paid. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
it just feels more indulgent to do it
Yes.
that way. Whereas
Yeah.
on Tuesday, I'm usually like, oh, it's the start of the week. Blah,
Like,
blah,
I
blah.
still gotta go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, the next
Yeah.
3 days after I get through today, the week's barely started, which is probably the time that I would probably really benefit from a pick me up, but it's
Yeah.
fine. So
Yeah.
I made that a habit. That was a nice little treat on Fridays every other Friday on paydays to get breakfast
Nice.
and a coffee.
And the next one on my list is one of the things that just like makes me so friggin' happy is to just get dressed up cute for absolutely no reason.
Yeah.
Like whether that's comfy cute or, full on, like Katie's wearing the beautiful floral dress right now. Like
love it.
just for casual events, putting on a little
Yes.
bit of lashes whenever I'm in the mood too. It's like all that stuff just makes me feel like so powerful again.
I know. I totally agree with you about that. Just like it feels so good to just get dressed and go to Target.
Yeah, what's interesting for me is that like the idea of getting dressed, as much as I love fashion and makeup and everything, used to feel like so much work.
Yeah,
and
like a chore.
Yeah, and now what's with me like going through having to be on all these super restrictive diets and a lot of those comforts and little pieces of joy taken away from me, I've found that I'm like subconsciously looking for other ways to find those little joys.
Yeah.
And that has been one of the ways where like I like dressing cute way more often and doing my makeup, a little bit more than I have the whole time I've been working from home.
Right. Yeah.
Stuff like that. So Sam got me a Dyson Airwrap for my birthday, and
Yes.
I look forward to doing my hair every single time. I love that tool, but doing my hair was something that I used to hate doing, but now I'm like also looking for all these little ways to find joy, and like these things have just been so much more enjoyable to me because of that. So they always feel like a treat now.
Yes.
I bought myself a new blow dryer.
You did?
Oh.
Yeah.
What did you get?
It's a Babyless.
Oh, nice. That's a good brand.
I spent it's not as expensive as Dyson. I spent like $100 on it. Nothing's as expensive as the Dyson. I was really considering the Shark hair dryer.
I'm considering that too.
But I bought the Babyless because I have so much hair and I really dread doing anything to it. But I'm hoping having like a really nice powerful blow dryer so that I can actually fully dry my hair after I get out of the shower, because it's so much easier.
Good.
Because then you dry it straight, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't have to worry about like getting the front of my hair done well and the back of my head looks like a mess, which is usually what happens.
Yeah.
But I'm excited about that. But it was funny sitting here listening to you guys, because as much as I enjoy like a good outfit and feeling put together, there's nothing better to me than being in like the most baggy, relaxed clothes.
Girl, I can relate to that too.
Pajama pants.
There's nothing better than getting undressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking your makeup off, putting those
Taking
biker
your
shorts.
bra off,
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, taking your bra off.
For me,
Wait, what?
She doesn't wear a bra.
Oh, at all? Oh, I'm kind of jealous.
I own
Okay.
No,
one
me
bra, and so I don't miss that feeling.
Yeah,
She's just living in that luxury all the time now.
Yeah.
I've let the titties fly for about I don't even know how many years.
That's awesome.
On my wedding day, I didn't wear a bra. Like,
Wow.
I'm a free woman. And honestly, like, it's nice because I do have, like you too. Like, I have a smaller chest, so I feel like I'm able to get away with that.
Yeah.
And I feel so blessed.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, I can't relate. But it is one of the nicest feelings to be able to go home and just kind of, take off all your work clothes. And I have these big t-shirts that I like to put on. I like putting on my baggy pajama pants, and it's just I'm just one
Throw
big
your hair up
fabric
in a bun.
bag of a person.
Yes.
And it's the most wonderful thing, especially on the nights that like you have fresh pajamas and fresh sheets.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
Fresh
The
sheets.
absolute best.
Have you ever just changed your socks in the middle of the day?
I don't really wear socks unless I'm wearing shoes.
Okay, if you're wearing socks, just change them in the middle of the day.
To clean socks?
Yes, it just feels so good.
Okay.
I can't explain it. It's just like you go through half of your day wearing the socks, whether you're in shoes or not,
Yeah.
and then just change them in the middle of the day, and you'll be like, oh man, I feel refreshed.
Yeah.
I can't
Good to know.
explain it. It's the
I've
weirdest
never done
thing.
that, but like I can totally like understand that feeling. Yes.
So, contrary to what you said earlier about buying a $30 meal, the other thing that I had, which obviously I can't do right now, is to eat fast food is a way that I love to treat myself, because I just know that it's so bad for you.
Yeah.
But specifically, I love to go and just buy a large French fry from McDonald's, and that's
Same.
their French fries are so good.
They're so good. How?
So good. I don't know. They've perfected it. I don't
they're
understand.
Not real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not real potatoes.
I don't really care
I
in those
know.
moments, though.
I know.
Like, I just want the taste of those French
I
fries.
know.
And guys, weirdly enough, for like the past year, I have been hardcore craving a freaking McDonald's cheeseburger. Like, you'd think after
They're
not
so
having it for
good.
years. I haven't had a McDonald's cheeseburger for years. And all of a sudden, over the past like 6 months, I'm like, all I want is a McDonald's cheeseburger. And
But
I can't
McDonald's specifically, like not.
Yes.
Interesting.
I'm like, what is wrong with me?
I mean, They're
You know
just-
what they say about absence.
yeah.
I guess so.
They're just kind of good sometimes. Like, you just gotta.
Yeah.
You gotta.
If you get it when they're fresh, they just like hit the
They do.
right spot. But
Mm-mm.
if you get it and they're like kind of old, then you're like,
Yeah. No.
it's not.
The-
Doesn't hit
There's
the spot
nothing
at all.
worse
The
than
bun is like kind of crunchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we can keep going, and then you're not going to want one anymore.
Oh yeah, that's true. Keep telling me about how McDonald's cheeseburgers never rot.
Right?
Ew.
Yeah, I don't think I could ever bring myself to actually eating one again, but yeah. I still crave it.
Can you eat beans and stuff right now? No? Okay.
You
No
can't have
legumes.
lentil. Oh.
I know.
I was going to say I found a really, really fantastic black bean burger recipe.
I can have beef.
I know, but if you like black bean burgers, they're so
Oh,
good.
oh,
They're
yeah.
so good.
Mm.
So,
Yum. I do like black bean burgers.
yeah. So whenever you're able to eat that stuff again, if ever, I'll share that with you because they're
Sounds good.
fantastic.
Oh, she will.
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
Eventually. Next one I wrote down is thrift shopping for anything, but also specifically I love to go and hunt for designer bags. Sometimes just buying the designer bag, but like I love
that's fine.
thrift hunting for designer bags.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because sometimes you find a really good. I found a Prada bag just randomly on a shelf somewhere recently, and it was like $5. And I
Wow.
got it. Yeah.
Oh
so
And
my
it's real?
gosh.
Wow. That's fantastic.
That's so fun.
Where do
Yeah.
you go?
that one was at Thrift Giant, which is interesting because they usually put their designer bags up at the register, like behind the register.
I
and then
have
you
to see
like,
this bag.
pick it. It is in a not perfect shape,
Yeah,
but
but
I was
For
like,
$5?
but still I was like, oh, it's cute
Yeah.
and yeah, so I'll show it to you afterwards.
Okay.
But This one was just like on a rack somewhere randomly. I think it just like slipped through the cracks and somebody just threw it on there because it didn't look like a designer bag if you didn't like specifically look at it.
No.
So yeah, I think
so
that's
fun. I love
it's so much
Thrift
fun.
Giant. Oh my gosh.
Thrift Giant's pretty good. Yeah.
It's so
There's
fun.
also a Goodwill. It's called like Goodwill Racks or something like that. I don't know. And it's a thrift store where like they don't really sort much of anything, so you kind of have to hunt a little bit harder. And it's pretty big, but that one's a really good one. I went there and I spent like $60 or something like that, which is a lot for a thrift store, you know. So I got like a huge like trash bag of stuff. It was found a lot of good stuff.
I enjoy going to thrift stores and everything, but this is something that's kind of handed on by my mom and then through her mother too, my grandmother. Every time we had like a special event or something like that growing up, we got a brand new outfit. Ooh. So and it wasn't ever something we spent a lot of money on, and still to this day I don't spend a lot of money on them, but it's just really nice to go to, like, if you have a wedding to go to or some sort of event, to just buy yourself a new outfit.
Yes.
Like we're going to the Broadway show tonight, and I bought myself a new dress. It's from Old Navy, so it's not like expensive or anything, but I bought myself a new dress. So I'm excited.
I love going to Uptown Cheapskate to get like
a good one.
A new dress for something like a wedding, or if I know Bryce and I are going to go on like a cute date, I'll go there and like pick out a dress for like, I don't know, like $18.
Yeah. Y'all are with like thrift stores and fashion like I am with used bookstores.
Ooh.
This past
like half price?
Yeah, I like half price. I mean, any of them, because I don't mind. I'm one of those people that like my books don't have to stay in pristine condition at all. Mm-hmm. If I have a paperback, I'm going to bend the spine. Like I just am. So, Cord hates that because he likes keeping his books in like near perfect condition. But so I don't mind, because I'm like that. I don't mind purchasing a book that has been used before and it looks like it's been used before. And I feel like I'm somewhat, I don't know, doing my part a little bit with the environment by getting used books. Yeah. So
Bryce would totally relate with you on that.
Yeah.
He loves used bookstores. He loves half price.
Yeah. So
I love half price.
I don't know how much of an impact it really has, but I just enjoy going and looking through, because also at the same time, when you go to a used bookstore, the inventory is so much more diverse versus going to like Barnes & Noble or a more popular one, because they're going to have things that really sell.
Yeah.
So I enjoy going to half price, and a lot of times whenever Cord and I go, he'll like find the movie tie-in books, or you know, somebody's written a book that's based off of a movie or something, and he enjoys buying those. But you can just find some really fun stuff there, and the prices are good, and it just feels like you're doing something good. And then you can really kind of justify buying 12 while you're there versus you go to like Barnes & Noble and you really buy like one or two for the cost of what you would 12 or 15 at a used bookstore. Yeah. So do I need to be buying 12 or 15 books whenever I have like 40 that I haven't read already? Probably not, but I do it anyway, and that's another way I treat myself.
That's the same with me. It's like, do I really need to buy a new dress when I have 30 at home?
No.
But I'm probably going to.
Yeah. So something interesting that came about recently in years is that one thing that feels like a treat for me is a little bit the opposite of everything that we've been saying here, which is saving money. I used to have a lot, because I grew up poor, just to say it simply. And so my dad never had a great job. My mom was a waitress, and they had 5 kids, so there's not a lot to go around. And so I grew up with a lot of money anxiety, and always feeling like I had to, like, if I couldn't spend money, then I would like go into like this panic state. And so often how funny it worked out this way, what would ease that anxiety is spending money. Yeah. Because it was like me telling myself, I can spend money
because I have money.
Yeah, I can spend money. It's okay. And so I would often overspend, or, just spend as much as there was to spend, you know, almost, and or feeling like I needed to spend the money that was in my bank account even sometimes. And now I have been able to, thankful for therapists, you know, through therapy and everything, and working through a lot of those anxieties, have now, like, saving money feels like an exciting treat to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, like I get to save money, like I get to put it away, you know, and it feels good to, like, because it feels like I'm taking care of myself in that way.
Yeah, in present time and in future time.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's like, it's what would you call it? Like a delayed treat yourself in a way.
Yeah, because it no longer feels like, oh my gosh, I have to put this money away because I have to protect myself to keep myself alive. Like, it's not a survival thing anymore. It's more of like I'm doing this because this is what's good for me, and I want to show myself and my family some love.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so saving money actually feels like a really nice treat.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nowadays.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
I'm currently working on doing some work on my car. My car is 11 years old and has 220 something thousand miles on it. So
Wow.
she's an old lady.
Wow.
And she's a little grumbly at times, but there's been some work that's been needed to happen on her for a while now. And in the past week, really it's been in the past handful of weeks, I've been slowly purchasing all the parts that I need to take care of those things. So that's been kind of a nice thing to know, that even if it's not fixed yet, even though there may be something down the road, it's just nice knowing that I'm doing what I need to be a responsible car owner and take care of these things, because I drive 60 plus miles a day for work. And just knowing that I have something that's reliable and that's well taken care of is a nice treat for me. So that's another way that I treat myself, and that I'm looking forward to in the next couple of weeks, kind of knocking some of those things out and getting those things taken care of, so I don't have to worry about them so much anymore.
Yeah.
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 That's a nice feeling, having a car that's reliable, you know?
Yeah. I mean, she's still going to give me problems because she's old and tired, but just knowing that I can, you know, there's work that I can do to help. It's kind of like you talking about your savings for your future self. It's like me doing the work now to make sure that she's able to survive a bit longer. Because she's been good to me. So cleaning for me is a self-care thing.
Ooh,
like I treat myself to having a nice clean bedroom.
Oh, speaking of, I didn't write this down, but that reminds me that getting my car cleaned.
Yes.
That is a big one.
Oh, I was
vacuuming your car.
Oh my
I've been
gosh.
telling Sam for the past couple of months that I'm like, all right, here soon, I'm going to take my car and I'm going to go to one of those places that will, like, make it look brand new. It's like $200, but they'll make your car look like brand spanking new.
Yep.
And I'm like, I'm going to do it. Like, I'm just totally, I'm going to treat myself to that, because I want my car to look like that clean. You know what I'm saying? Because every time you take it to get clean, it's never like perfect.
Yeah.
Unless I do everything exactly myself, but that's just like so much work. It's a lot of
kind
energy.
Therapeutic though, right?
I think the satisfaction comes from just having it clean.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they
having
put
someone else
put the little scent, whatever it is, in there. I'll just say one last thing to go along with my alone time. Video games. Video games. When I get that serious alone time, I will just spend hours
like with Zelda.
Yes. Oh, so good. That is like it, and it just helps you escape. You just get to like live in this dream world for a while, and you get to go through challenges. And
I'm that way with Animal Crossing. I'll spend hours, days.
I did that a lot during lockdown and everything.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time on Animal Crossing. Mine is TV. I like just completely zoning out to TV, which is probably terrible for you, but it's just nice whenever you've had like a really, this past weekend was kind of a rough weekend, and I just had Monday and Tuesday night, I just came home and I just sat down and watched TV. It was so nice to just veg out and not think about anything. I didn't put I think I cooked, but I didn't put a whole lot of pressure on myself to clean or to do much of anything else. I just completely vegged out.
Nice.
And it was the break my brain needed to just kind of get past the weekend.
Oh, yeah, totally. Sometimes I can't even play video games because my brain is just so fried. I'm like, I can't do any puzzle solving, you know, figuring out how to defeat an enemy or something like that. Like, I just need to just not think.
Yeah.
So
I feel like that's all my main like super self-indulgent treat yourself things. Obviously there's like little ones every once in a while, like going and getting, if I'm really agitated sitting at my desk at work or something, I'll walk down. I work near a really cute historic downtown area, and I'll walk down there and grab like a lemonade or something like that, or an iced coffee. And in that moment, that's just kind of a nice treat to kind of get me out of my agitated state and be able to get through the rest of the day. So there's one-offs like that where I have moments where I treat myself with certain things, but they're not like my go-tos. Everything we've talked about here have been kind of my go-tos.
So what are you guys looking forward to this week?
This week or this weekend?
The next 7 days.
The next 7 days. Well, I mean, we got the play tonight, which is really exciting. I'm really looking forward to that. And we're going to try to see Doctor Strange this weekend, which I'm so excited about. And you've seen it, right? So good. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. And yeah, just getting ready. I had to get over to my new office and start building my furniture because I got to pick out all my own furniture for that space. And I get to build it and set it up exactly how I want it, which is nice. So I'm really looking forward to that as well.
That's fun. And
on Friday, we get to go see Neil Gaiman speak, which is one of our favorite authors. So lots to look forward to in the next week, actually.
Cool.
Yeah. Looking forward to all of that.
Fun.
What about you, Katie?
I'm looking forward to celebrating Mother's Day tomorrow with my family.
Yeah. Get to do that finally.
Yeah. So that'll be good. There's not much going on the next week or so. So, yeah. I mean, pretty chill.
That's good.
Nice.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to hopefully wrapping up this project I'm working on, because I've told myself, well, obviously I'll be able to get ahead on Womanly after that project is done. So I'm looking forward to that. But then also I've told myself that I can't start on the things that I want to do with my own social medias until after I've wrapped up this project. And so after I'm done, I'm going to, and actually once I get paid from this project, I'm going to like order myself a vlog camera and stuff like that. So
that's exciting.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking forward to. I don't think I'll get paid right away from the project. I think it'll probably be a little while, but I'm looking forward to starting to make plans for that. So I mean, I have a lot of plans already, but yeah. I'm excited.
But to actually like take steps to bring them, that's
to be able to fun. Like let myself focus on it is really exciting to me.
That's awesome.
That will be so fun. A good treat.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, love you guys.
All right.
See ya.
I love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us again for this week's episode of the Womanly Podcast. Be sure to follow us on all of our social media to hang out with us in between episodes and see pieces of our conversations that we don't get to include in these episodes, plus all of our bloopery humanness. We're on Instagram at Womanly Pod and TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter at Womanly Podcast. We hope to hang out with you more there. Have a super womanly week.